Welcome to a channel that features low-carb, healthy, delicious food for the whole family, not just for a single dieter.
Don't y'all love these gourmet tomato mix? I just love them. They're orange and red and yellow. I just love them. I don't buy them that often, but in this particular recipe, it calls for them, and I was so happy because I do love them. All right, today, I'm halving the recipe, but if y'all want me to, I'll put the whole recipe down. Well, I'll put the whole recipe down. I'm halving mine because I don't have enough of the ingredients to make a whole one, so I'm just gonna half it. It's called Zesty Mediterranean Pickled Veggies with Feta and Oregano. And I love Feta cheese, y'all. It is so good. The first ingredient, and I'm just gonna mix it in this bowl, and the way that when I watched this video, they put it in a jar and just kept it in the refrigerator. So I have got a pint jar and a quart jar. I'm not sure which one it's gonna take yet. So we are gonna start with our tomatoes. It calls for a pint of tomatoes, and baby, I don't know that you can see what I'm doing. Let me move that. This is the red wine vinegar that I'm using, y'all. I've already got it measured out. I just put it there so y'all could see. And I'll move my cucumber, but I'll cut these in half, and then I'm just gonna quarter them.
Pickled vegetables are good for the digestive tract, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They are. Now, like I say, you can you can do this whole recipe, and I'm sure it'll stay in the fridge for several days. This was not quite a whole pint, so this is a little over a half a pint. All right, I'm gonna put my tomatoes in, and it calls for cucumbers. It calls for 1 medium peeled and sliced. Now this is an English cucumber, so I'm not gonna peel mine because Roy and I like the peeling.
Yep.
And your nutrition is in the peeling. And so I'm just gonna cut it. I cut it in half, and then I'm cutting it in just like a little half moon. And it calls for 1 whole one. Well, this is a half a one. So I'll look and see if I think I'm gonna put the whole cucumber in there.
Well, you're making a half a recipe, aren't you?
I'm making a half a recipe, yeah. I am. We love, if y'all have never just taken cucumbers and put them in vinegar, I mix half vinegar, half water, and a little stevia. And I just keep them in the fridge, and oh my goodness.
All day long, you just go by and get them.
And they are so good with fresh vegetables. Oh, it is delicious. All right, I'm on, because I want about the same amount of veggies. All the veggies. And it didn't call for it. This is not the kind of cucumber it called for. It called for another kind that I didn't know what it was. So I just got the English cucumber because that's what we like. Okay. All right. So that was about not quite a half, but those English cucumbers are this long. So I'm sure you can use any cucumber that you want, but that's all I'm gonna put. Now it calls for red onion. I'll go ahead and put my calamari olives in, and that was not quite a half a cup of calamari, but I'm gonna have the recipe in the description box. Okay, it calls for fresh oregano. When I went to the grocery store this morning, they did not have. They had fresh cilantro, fresh chives, fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, no fresh oregano. So I am using 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Dried spices and herbs are stronger than your fresh. So I only put 1 teaspoon in there. All right, let me see. Red onion, how much? Okay, 1 medium red onion. So I just This was a medium, so I cut it in half, and then I cut it in quarters. And I'm probably not going to put this whole onion in. Okay. So I just cut it, kind of like about the same size as I did my cucumbers. I think it's going to take a quart jar for this. All right. But I am going to put more onion because we love onion. All right. Now this is so easy, and I know I've never made it, but I know we are going to love it.
I can tell you we like it already.
We are going to love it. And I tell you what we're going to have for lunch. I bought a rotisserie chicken when I went to the grocery store.
Cheating again.
Cheating again, because I've made 2 reels and this video this morning, so I thought I had been in the kitchen long enough. All right, I may have to get a bigger little thing here. All right, so that was not quite a half of a red onion. All right, now red wine vinegar. It calls for let me see, 1/4 of a cup. This is not quite 1/4 of a cup. Calls for 1/4 cup olive oil. That I'm using avocado oil. That's like 1/8 of a cup. Okay, 1/8 of a cup of red wine vinegar, 1/8 of a cup of the avocado or olive oil. That's for half the recipe. Oh, good gracious. This looks so good. Oh, I got garlic out here. Wait a minute, y'all. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, I guess if you wanted to put minced garlic in it, you could. I bet it would be delicious. All right, now, I'm fixing to kick it up a notch, y'all. Salt and pepper to taste. So, let me see. I'm going to put, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put about 1/2 teaspoon of salt in this, and probably 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Because, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, that's 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. We are fixing
Black pepper.
Black pepper. We are about to put some of my peppers. It calls for red pepper flakes, 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Well, y'all, you see in there's a lot of seeds in there, right? And there's a lot of heat in seeds. Well, this is my cayenne pepper that I dried last year and crushed it up. And you talk about hot. It's hot. So I've taken my little mortar and pestle here, and it makes, almost chokes me. I'm not going to, I got to put a teaspoon in here, but that's hot, y'all. I'm not going to put, excuse me, I'm not going to put about 1/4 of a teaspoon.
I think she's finished for today.
That is hot. I'm going to put about 1/4 of a teaspoon. If you've got hot, don't put a whole teaspoon. Put about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then if you see you want more heat in it, you can always add. Remember, and I tell everybody, I tell my children, my grandchildren, everybody, you can always add to, you cannot take away. So you can add more of any ingredient, but you can't, once you put it in, you can't take it out. Okay? Now, it calls for honey. Excuse me, y'all. I'm not going to put honey. It got in my throat. This is my brown monk fruit right here. So I put a tablespoon of my brown monk fruit. Okay, Ooh, I want y'all to look at, man, this looks delicious. I may put some, I think I'm gonna put the rest of these cucumbers, because Roy and I do love cucumbers. We love veggies. I'm still choking, y'all. I bet, y'all excuse me a minute.
For those of you who might want to put sugar in this, if you, remember, if sugar and vinegar counteract each other. So if you add, sugar to this, it will back your vinegar up. And if you add vinegar, it will decrease the sweetness of your sugar. So, it affects your recipes. The brown hot fruit doesn't do that.
I'm not allergic to the pepper, y'all. It got right here in my throat. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, now the only thing left is feta cheese. And it calls for a 1/2 cup of crumbled feta cheese. Roy and I love feta cheese. And this is some that's already crumbled, but I'm gonna crumble it up more. And I'm just gonna put what I think is really 1/4 of a cup is what I'll put. Okay, because this whole thing is a 1/2 cup. Now you can put more in it if you want to, that's just up to you. But the feta is what makes it Mediterranean. All right, woo, look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, who would not want that? Look at that.
I want my part.
Y'all, I'm gonna taste of it.
A little more feta, honey.
You think?
Yep, I don't think you got quite the
Okay.
half of it. Not all of it. I just. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna put all of it. Roy, we just love feta. We love cheese, so you can put that whole. You can put all a 1/2 cup of cheese in half the recipe if you want to. Now this is half the recipe, so it's gonna make a big.
It's gonna make a quart.
It's gonna make a quart. All right, I'm going to take my jar here, and I'm going to just put my veggies.
It's nice if you've got a big open mouth jar.
A wide mouth jar. It's wonderful. And it's better if you let this sit like 24 hours because it is called pickled veggies. Now, if you want more vinegar in yours, by all means, you put more vinegar. If you want more oil, good gracious. I have the recipe, and this is a full quart, y'all. Okay, y'all may just want to half the recipe like I did. I tell you what, in the description box, I'm going to put half the recipe, not the whole recipe. Because it makes exactly a quart. So,
with a few extra cucumbers.
I put all.
I said you put extra.
Oh yes,
a few
I
extra
did.
cucumbers.
I put a few extra cucumbers. All right, I'm gonna taste of this. Of course, it'll be better in 24 hours than it is right now. But Roy and I are gonna eat it for lunch anyway. But we will eat it in the next few days. We'll eat all this. Y'all.
Bee's good?
Honey.
No, you didn't put honey in it.
I'm talking to you. I call him honey, baby, sugar.
Don't name the others the things that you call me now.
I don't call him sweetheart. I call him baby most of the time. But sometimes honey.
But she always calls me when it's time to eat.
I do, y'all. Y'all please make this. Put it in an airtight container. And if you got a quart jar, the wide mouth is really good. And every once in a while, you can go in there and do it like this and kind of get that.
That's got to be good for days.
It is absolutely wonderful.
See, there's so many delicious foods. You don't have to eat the potatoes and the sugars all the time.
And I put the brown monk fruit in it.
Right.
It calls for honey. I didn't put honey. I put the brown monk fruit. And it's absolutely delicious. Y'all, this is delicious. This is one of the best things. Y'all are going to want to make this. Y'all going to want to keep this. I'll keep this in
In the summer, yeah.
All
Especially
summer.
if you've got a garden where
All
you've got some of
summer.
these tomatoes and cucumbers, and you could even put squash in there if you wanted to.
Yes, you could. You could put squash.
Yep.
But these are just more of the like Mediterranean veggies. So I will have the description, and I mean the recipe in the description box. Y'all, please share my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I cannot thank you enough for all the well wishes and everything y'all said the nicest things about our anniversary and about the little story we told. It made my heart happy. So we love all of y'all. We love you, and we love you for loving us. So food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Make you some Mediterranean pickled veggies.
Love God with all your heart and treat your fellow man like you would want them to treat you.
I want y'all to look at that plate. Look at that. Is that not a beautiful plate?
Hey, that's
With
my plate.
rotisserie chicken. Okay, baby.
Give me my plate. Let me tell you something. That salad that she made, what do you call it?
It's Mediterranean pickled vegetables.
Oh, I'm not going to put any in my mouth right now. It is wonderful, especially, man, you get one of these, Walmart chickens flies in the window. You're all right. I'm not going to try to be funny. This is good with just some of the chicken. Man alive, if you got some of this rotisserie chicken from Sam's or Walmart, you are ready to go.
I just thought y'all might want to see us eating this, because y'all, I'm telling you, you're going to want to make this. This is delicious.